Yeehaw, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Emu Night Plays. Today we're going to be playing Company of Heroes 2. I'm going to be playing as the Soviets versus two easy German players because I'm going to be doing a history lesson on the Eastern Front because I just got out of TAing teaching assistant for a class on the Eastern Front, and we had just finished talking about Operation Typhoon, which and the Soviet counterattack to that, which happened at the end of 1941. See, as the little blurb tells you, um, they were out on the outside on the suburbs by December 2nd, and so the Soviets are dealing with it. And so anyway, so I wanted to play this game because, like I said, I was in class and I was like, "Damn, son, this would just be so much fun to play," and give like a little history lesson because a lot of the times in history, it's taught about the Second World War. It's very Eurocentric focused, and when it does cover the Eastern Front, they sometimes include historical depictions and representations from the narrations of German generals. So a little bit historiography on this, which is basically the study of how this history was studied and presented in the past and how it's changed over time. Um, this is going to be bloody difficult to do, so I might get distracted, um, but that's why I put them on easy. I mean, I usually play on easy anyways, um, just because I like to enjoy playing my games instead of being like, let's not have them go so bloody far out. And then we'll do one more. So anyways, so the historiography of the Eastern Front is that, oh cool, Beatrick is playing games, is that it's been historically presented as the German Wehrmacht was a honorable army and that all of the German atrocities happened behind the lines from Einsatzgruppen, which is basically SS death squads, um, sent to, fudge. Apparently you're one now. One, go capture that. Two, we'll go capture this, and... oh, shit. That's... okay, so I didn't do it wrong. I'm so sorry, y'all. What was I talking about? Ah, yes, so the historiography of, of this is that, I don't think I put it on here. No, I can. Is that it's often represented from the German point of view as like by generals such as Guderian and von Trotha, who were German generals on the Eastern Front during the Second World War. And so the reason why those I'll do that one. The reason why those historical accounts by those individuals, even though they seem to be very biased, is that um, oh, is that the Americans or the Western holy shindig. Maybe I started out with, I don't care. We're gonna crash and burn in style, y'all, with teaching history. Um, anyway, so like the Westerners did not have access to Soviet archives after the end of the Second World War because of the East-West split and the Cold War tension preventing such an easy access between them. So as a result, the Americans and other Western scholars had to rely on the Germans to tell them basically what happened. Ah, bugger. Goddamn Volksgrenadiers. Oh boy, we're gonna need more troops. Holy scheisse. And so they still relied on them. And so they would tell narratives that often favored them so that they wouldn't be persecuted after the war, or they would be able to get favorable positions within the West German military or politics post in the post-war, in the Cold War era, right? So there's that obvious bias existing within the German narrative. So we have that going into this whole thing of this clean Vermont, where like these generals are saying, no, 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 we didn't, kill any Poles or any prisoners of war. That was someone else's. And so a good chunk of this class is basically relearning some of these misconceptions and teaching these students that the fact that no, the Germans did persecute, like the German army believed that these I mentioned I want to build that one that these soldiers that were captured or that turned into partisans, like basically guerrilla soldiers, guerrilla warfare, were cowards and that they needed to be treated harshly and that they were no longer to be treated as a noble, they no longer got to be treated as enemy combatants. Um, and so that led to the German units, Wehrmacht normal infantry units being perpetrating these crimes. Please don't stand on top of a flamethrower unit, but okay. So that's a one big aspect of the Eastern Front that is being demythized, basically deconstructing your previous knowledge of this event, in order for you to realize the more nuances of the war on the Eastern Front, right? I mean, obviously the Soviets could be equally brutal and repressive towards the captured German soldiers, but you can't, like, both sides are obviously have perpetrated crimes that are not kosher. They're like, I don't know, what was I going with this? Anyways, holy bugger, this is a headache. I'm trying, y'all. Hold on. Anyways, stick that up there. That will be helpful. Once, there we go. You have to, so switching to the game for a hot second, you have to group up the conscripts because their firepower isn't strong enough to be able to go toe-to-toe with the smaller Volksgrenadier units, right? And so you have to either group them up or give them armaments that make them capable of dealing with them. And so, like, right now, they are just being demolished, even though that unit is so close to being dead, right? And so that's why I group them up. It makes them a little bit less effective in terms of being able to effectively respond to threats throughout the map, but it increases their survivability. I've even created the field hospital because I like the survivability of the units, even though that's not really how the Soviets play in this game. Another fun myth that is busted is, if you've ever seen the movie Enemy at the Gates, it presents the Soviets as uncaring towards their infantry unit and towards their soldiers, and just letting them mass attack with every other, like one soldier getting the rifle and the next soldier getting the bullets to fire that weapon, right? So that is a myth that the professor is working towards disproving, because that's not actually the case. The Soviets actually had a pretty well established industry because they had done collectivization and industrialization in order to be able to prepare for the coming war, because they knew they were either going to go to war with the Germans or the Japanese in the East. So, holy nuggets. And so, this unit's going to have to retreat. So yeah, so that wasn't actually how it was, okay? Because the Soviets had done these things. I mean, they had starved hundreds of thousands of people and Ukraine in order to do so. But they had industrialized to a significant amount that they had tanks. Now the tanks were of the 1930s variant, and so they weren't very effective at dealing with the more heavier the German ones. But the Germans were also the Russians were better able to respond to scheisse. I picked hard mode by accident, y'all, by doing it on a winter map, because in case you didn't know about this game, it has winter maps that feature blizzards and stuff like that. And so if you are not near a campfire, or bonfire, I don't know, then they will freeze and start taking damage like that. So I moved them. Okay, good. So they are good. Usually the capture points have mobilize reserves. How do I mobilize reserves? Oh, nuggets. Nope, 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 nope. Don't all die. That's one thing that I'm very in danger of in playing this game is forgetting my units and just having them accidentally die. And so you'll notice right here, sorry to be like bouncing between like my historical lesson and this, but there's like some things I wanted to explain, because if you have not played this or watched someone play this before, you might be a little bit confused. So the blizzard conditions make it harder for you to move, decreases visibility, and if you're not near a heat source, you will start taking essentially frost damage. Ah, damn it! We lost a rifle, conscript unit. Did I? Where is that AT gun? There it is. Okay. So I believe bigger units like the AT squad, they are not affected by the winter weather. Although they are probably affected by the decrease in movement that comes from that. Or maybe they are. And I'm just sending them to their icy cold death. So yeah, so that's how this game kind of works. You want to be careful about advancing in the snow, because if they get caught, because if I give them an attack move and they get caught out fighting in the snow, then they're going to die. Yeah. So if you notice, you hear the Wehrmacht players with their building pop up. That's because I have this one, the radio intercept, that tells me basically what they're building. Okay, so good. They're warming up, so they have additional weapons that they've scavenged off of the enemies. They need to move over here. And then I also need to get Molotovs because they keep hiding in there. Alright, and then we go attack them. Okay, for right now. I think I hear mortars. I can't tell. So I have an anti-tank. Ah, shice. I tried to get them close to do the anti-tank measures, but it didn't work. I ended up losing them. Where's the light tank? So the light tank will be able to get rid of, or to combat the half tracks, because they have lighter armor. Scheisse. Who has a grenade? Who got grenaded? Yeah, see, they're like taking damage from the fact that they're cold as well. Alright, so mobilize the reserves so we can have more units in a squad. Put that up there, and so now they will stop taking damage from the cold. Thank goodness. let's see if there is. Oh, and women definitely served in the Soviet army. And I say Soviet because the Soviet Union consists of individuals more than just the Russia. Russia obviously is a big, vast, and giant part of that, but they relied on the manpower, in the case women power as well, of Ukraine and uh, shoot. So they have a rocket. Yep. So it's time for them to retreat because tanks are bloody expensive. Um, and we can also light artillery barrage this, but it's kind of expensive as well. So the tanks, the rocket, the they're not Panzerfaust. Uh, so they just built a tank. Ah, damn, their engine is still highly operational. The Panzerfaust and the Panzerschreck. It's a Panzerschreck is the rocket. I mean, they're both rocket propelled, but um, is the one that you can use multiple times because you just insert the warheads behind. Um, yeah, so I was talking about how the movie Enemy at the Gates is highly inaccurate because they actually had outproduced. They like even during the early stages of the war, in order for the Germans to be military successful, they needed to defeat the Russians that summer, or else they would not be able to withstand and continue the war because they had a smaller manpower pool and just not as effective production capabilities, not just because of the Allied bombing. It was just they were just not nearly effective as producing because they had highly specialized mechanic systems. So I think my face is a wee bit big. Let's skinny that down a little bit. Alright. Good. Make a mortar. Put it in a half track. The half track will let me resupply units out in the field. So good. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm not sure if that will. Yeah. So that will just straight up give them another a unit, and they will also be a lot cheaper to reinforce. So I will send the light tank up here because there's a flammenwerfer unit, flamethrower unit. And so, okay, so we got the third unit. They will support them, but go there. The mortar team will sit up here. And then have them build a campfire right there so that they don't freeze to death. Nope, 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 nope. They will not. They can't do much against armored units. But now it can capture units or command posts. And I'll actually send that over there because that's an anti-tank gun as well as being a artillery gun as well. The anti-tank grenades are not very effective against this. Holy scheisse. I am just getting destroyed. Because if they lose, I think more than... Kill it, kill it, kill it! There we go. They need to get out of there because they're taking persistent damage. Oh. Oh boy. There we go. Whew. There we go. Oh, saved it. Load the machine gun up so you can also protect that. Place that. Who's trying to burn them out? Who? There we go. Oh, great. Retreat. Retreat. There we go. So that's probably the best because it has like an engine destroyed that will allow me to move in my artillery gun to shice. Oh, good. That I need a T-34. T-34, they're good tanks. Oh my gosh, I did it. He was able to evacuate. Okay, so holy chimichangas. So they have a longer range than they have a vision cone. So you need to have infantry support them. So we're gonna secure our right flank. Come on, reload, reload. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh shit, they're gonna get killed. Come on, come on. Oh, nuggets. Come on, kill it. Oh, 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 yes. Holy shindig. Okay, and then the cool thing about the conscripts is that you can use them to reinforce other units, more important units, so that they don't die. So the Stug is a very positional, it doesn't have a rotating turret, and so it is very vulnerable if you immobilize it. And so they're trying to destroy that, or their just main gun is destroyed. Alright, cool. Boom! There we go. Sir, good. Holy shindig, y'all. Ho 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 ho. What is this other unit doing? Mensch. Alright. Holy moly, am I hungry too. I'm able to decently repel. I need the T-34. Enemy assaults, but I'm just not going to be able to. Alright. Go and attack. Go reinforce them. Alright, so where was I? So, yeah, so the Germans did have the Russians did have a problem of the units, the good commanders being sometimes purged or ignored, but that stopped during 1941 because the Soviets realized. Wait, why can't I do that? Weird. Rotate that. Shit. They need it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, scheisse. Oh my gosh, we almost lost that unit. Why can't I? Alright, fine. Did I repair this? No, I had not. Alright, so, but we got our T-34. Holy smokes. Go over there. Um, okay. Why can't I capture it? They're gonna be freezing their butts off until they get near the fire, but they'll be fine. I'll just have them. Why can't I do that? What is going on? So they're good. I'm gonna actually transport both of them to the front. Okay. Apparently, I can't. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so they just can't. Rotate, rotate, rotate! They need to pack up and leave. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. This thing is a beast. Holy scheisse. But now they're gonna get wrecked by... Oh no! I lost that infantry unit because of that. Gosh dang it, that was a decent unit too. I like how the fire from the tank also counts as a heat source. Man, get the frickin'. Actually, let's just set them up in there. No, 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 no. Load that machine gun faster. Okay, so let's advance. Okay, so let's see what this is dangerous sending them to do that, but um, I it's so weird. Why is it not letting me do that? Because it unlocks it at better 2-1. Okay, we just keep inching up on this side. Nope. Told you it was dangerous. Suck it up, buttercup. So much damage and chaos. Alright, so no, there was a just swoop down over here. Oh, my mind just went blank. So let's see. Good. All right. So yes. So by the Battle of Moscow, the British had started somewhat sending aid to the Russians because they were like, I don't, or the Soviets, sorry. I don't know if they're gonna last, right? And they also kind of just don't like communism in general. But Stalin has made a point to try to change it from a capitalist fight against capitalists to a oh shit, to a fight against like nationalism and defending the motherland against the encroaching Germans. Um, see if we can get this over here. Yep. You suck. Gosh dang it. No, you need to hit more accurately. Yes, there we go. Die, you fascist bastards. It's like, where is this? Okay, good. Yeah, so they had like Matilda tanks sent to the Russians in order to aid them in the defense of Moscow, but the Americans obviously weren't in the war yet because it's 1941, and we don't declare war on Japan until December 9th, and I believe the Germans don't declare war on us subsequently until December 12th, I believe. And so, so yeah, so there's no Lend-Lease program yet between the Americans and the Soviets. Okay, so they need to pull back because they cannot deal with a tank, but hopefully this will. And then we can put that right there. And stay alive, stay alive. Oh, nuggets. You are not going to be able to survive until the reinforcement truck comes. Stop right there. They're just like tanks. They're like, alright, we're done with your nonsense. Alright. Yeah, so I'm so sorry. I'm like, focus, 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 and then I forget what we were doing. Yeah, so by the Battle of Moscow, the Germans believed that the Soviets had that like what they had at Moscow was it, but in fact they had in reserve 12 armies, which seems like quite a silly thing. Be like, I have 12 armies. Be like, no, you have only 2, Han. Ha ha ha. Joke. But those 12 armies amounted to about 1 million people. So like while the Germans were thinking, ah yes, just one more push and the Germans will collapse, the Russians will collapse. The Soviets are like, nah son, we got 1 million more peeps ready to go. And so yeah, so that that belief persisted into those, like I said, those other tellings, like the Germans retelling of the war, because they were like, oh man, if Hitler just let us, you know, take Moscow, if they had just let us pull back, then we would have been able to, you know, take Moscow, or we would have been just able to defeat the Soviets. And it's like, no, no, because the Soviets had stopped killing their like their commanders, because they realized that's kind of bad for morale, and also they don't. People don't have initiative. They get killed for trying to do things. So, so that resulted in more able commanders to come to the fore, um, and thus the Soviets were, holy scheisse, I just lost an entire unit. Nuts! This is what happens when you talk about history. When you try to multitask while teaching history. Oh man, they can't pick it up because they already have an upgrade of having more people. So more people means you can't hold more weapons. Alright. Retreat them because they are not going to be able to handle scout cap. Okay, so they're good. Slowly but surely, I've taken control over the battlefield. Where is that scout card? I don't think I destroyed it, did I? Yeah, there we go. One more shot, one more shot. Kill it, kill it. Ah, you bloody bastard. Um, yeah. So like the Soviets were actually doing pretty darn well by the winter of 1941. Um, I don't know where I'm so hungry that I'm just like spacing out on y'all. I'm so sorry. I was like, man, I'm gonna like I'm gonna just I can't even formulate y'all. Uh, mm, let's maybe move them here. Um, have them repair that. Have them warm up some. Uh, that's not good. Build the campfire before you freeze to death. Just pull what out of your butts. Pull that stick out of your butt and use it for something. Okay. So that's something we need to be concerned about. Just more careful. Don't use our armored so brazenly. Why aren't they healed? That's annoying. There we go. That's why. That's some biff was chilling out there. Okay. So once this is captured, we will move in to capture this. I think I might need to build a campfire though. Then yeah. I don't want to move too many things around right now because I don't want to like happen upon them. But these infantry units are pretty fine. See, that's exactly what I was afeared of. A surprise, but we now know where their anti-tank gun is stationed. So I could, in theory, um, they might take some damage due to the moving in the blizzard condition. But let's move right there. There we go. So I think they just start straight up dying. I don't think they start taking health, but no, don't drive on top of each other. But I need you to murder the anti-tank gun. Nope, 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 nope. We're gonna. I went against what I said I was gonna do. I am a dummy. I should follow what I say. Oh, I was gonna say, like, what is shooting? That thing was destroyed. What vehicle is under attack? Oh, okay. So I have to repair this AT gun because it's taken a significant amount of damage. Um, Come on, fire, fire, fire! Fire! Oh my gosh, if it wasn't for this half track. And this T-34 comes out of nowhere, just ready to wreck it. So there's the unit health of the infantry, and then there's the vehicle health. So the gun can get destroyed while the crew is still healthy. It's not likely, but it's something that you... Alright, let's bring up the mortars. Did you say 80 or... Yes! Good! Good on you, mate. Oh my gosh! He just demolished them! So the main gun is disabled while they're capturing. So that's something to keep in mind. Good, good, good. Hopefully they can move fast enough. So move that over there. Alright, so we are going to use them to search out this stug. Was that a... Oh yeah, that was a flak wind. It's a anti-personnel. It's like a... It's supposed to be anti-aircraft, but in this game it's used as an anti-personnel weapon. Cool. Build a campfire for them so that they won't die of cold. What are you cold about? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Move so you're actually in somewhat cover. Yes, there we go. Have it turn so that it's... It's one more hit, one more hit. Boom! There we go. Okay, so we got that. Let's retreat you. And then we'll have them attack these bunkers so that way we can start moving infantry units in. That was a mistake. I forgot to nix that. Uh, we might lose a half track. Damn. Ooh, yes, destroy their campfire. So the little pintle-mounted machine guns will shoot at the infantry, and then they'll use their main guns to shoot at the... There we go. So we'll just go through, destroy. You can drive on the ice, but at the same time, you can get your stuff destroyed on the ice if they basically shoot out the ice. Ugh. Can't believe I've been playing for an hour. It's so much fun, though. Okay. There. Move them up there. Okay. Let's go. Let them have some combat experience. So do that. Ooh. What does he have? Damaged engine. Oh, I was like, why do we have a half track? I realized it's the enemy. Boom. There we go. I think they have... No, they have a decent amount of non-conscripts. You can tell that they're conscripts because of the helmets they have. Like, I don't know what those hats are called. We're just gonna... so they're at the point where that's all they can produce is engineers. Soviet Russia, we just attack when we want to. Ooh, hot and you're cold. You're yes and you're no. And then you're dead. Yeah, buddy. I retreated them because the artillery strikes didn't come down and then just wreck. So I didn't want them to die. What? I was disconnected so I didn't get bogus. Oh well. Your queen pillow really is. Okay, thanks for the tip. I'm sorry, I just did not realize it until now. Hello. I will change the camera right now, though. And that wasn't it. Reconnect. That was dumb. I was expecting to get some experience. Nope. It's just Comrade Grandmother. That's like the few Russian that I know. And I just felt like playing as the Russians today, so that was my theme. Sorry if you came here and you were thinking, oh, cool, a streamer that speaks Russian and plays Company of Heroes. Sorry. I was attempting to do a history lesson earlier, but then things got busy and I got hungry, so I lost my train of thought. Yes, I don't play very often, and when I do play, I just play Company of Heroes. Bots, because that's just fun for me. So, yes, I don't know all the high-level strats, so this is just me for playing for fun. Okay. I wonder why it's having a connection issue. I'm going to use the Commissar Squad. They're kind of nice. Thank you. Thank you for the recommendation. I played the original one quite a bit years ago. So I quite enjoy the genre, but oftentimes I get a little bit overwhelmed playing the game with all of the stuff that goes on. So. Oh, okay, cool. So the servers are down. I'm guessing that's why there's a connection issue. So that's cool. That's good to know. Doesn't really hurt you. Yeah, I usually like playing the Americans. The British are a little bit hard for me because they're very limited in their capabilities to adapt, whereas the Americans are very good at adapting and having different units for different things. Thanks for the good wishes. Hope you good luck to you as well, and thanks for dropping by. So yay, actually people watching. Yeah, so we're just gonna keep playing. Someone's gonna play on maps that don't play as much. I think that one's a new one. That's why I haven't played it much. Shieldberg Outskirts. Ottawa. Sure, I'll play that one. And thanks. We're gonna switch it to. We'll do the Americans because I enjoy them more. We'll also change the name of the stream so it's not confusing and people don't think that I'm Russian. Versus. There we go. We'll do over. So this one is a more mobile version of the Germans. They focus more on vehicles and that sort of thing. So it's a little bit more. Whereas the Wehrmacht original, like just the Wehrmacht, is very defense orientated. Okay. No, Siri, I did not call on you. Holy moly. So we'll see how this is. I think this might be like a Eastern European map, but I'm playing as the Americans, but it's okay. I love playing as the airborne in this one, as the Americans, because you could just drop in units. The problem with that is that they're very susceptible to just being completely wiped out, and they're kind of expensive unit. So, but they, sorry, but they have two upgrades. They have a M1919 machine gun and then Thompson machine guns. And so what I'll usually do is that I'll sorry, I have to do my opening moves. I send out one unit to the or I have one unit equip the MG and one unit equip the submachine gun, so that way the MG unit can cover the longer distances and the submachine gun unit can cover the shorter distances, the closer combat. That kind of helps their survivability. So I do know the general opening moves, or at least because a long time ago I used to watch some videos on how to get good. And I think that might have been for the original Company of Heroes. But basically it was like, just focus on outputting a lot of infantry units in the beginning. So that way you have the capabilities to capture locations as well as have defensive capabilities. Because if you put out the rear echelon units or basically any of the engineer units, you're much more susceptible to damage. Because they don't have very good offensive capabilities. They'll work in a pinch, and if you combine them with others, they can be helpful. Like they even have like a suppressive volley fire ability. But they're really not going to be your line units, obviously. So, oh, nice. Sure. Let's do this one. Change it up for a little bit for me. I'm not sure. I don't think I've played them. Played that. It was either a new one So those are the Sturm Pioneer, and that's from the Oberkommando unit. So they're from. Holy moly! I need to eat more because I'm like losing focus. I apologize, but I get like I don't know if it's like low blood sugar or what. Alright, move them down there. I forgot to check because I forgot that I'm streaming. Because sometimes I'll just play and not stream, but I'll record it so that my fiance can watch it. Um, so yeah, so that's why I forgot to check, and apparently people were chatting to me, so that was cool. I got some friendly chat and tips from a couple of players, from two people. One of them seemed like they played competitively pretty well. So, um, not that that's my intention at all. This is just my fun game of just let's play some World War II game and just have fun. So, oh my, nope, that's bad. They got like stuck in a little corner and couldn't see them or um, shoot at them. Oh boy, I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed. Nice. Oh, okay, so we need a lieutenant. Mechanized. Interesting. Okay, just take it one step at a time. One piece of land at a time. I like getting the ambulance because I like having fully healed units because otherwise I feel like I'm sending them out piecemeal. They're just going to get wrecked. Mortar team. See, that's the thing with like the American engineers. They don't really build stuff because everything is pre-built. And so there's not as much for them to do except for combat situations, or maybe going and building and fortifying unit points. Good. I'm glad we didn't lose that unit. They're quite pricey to recreate. I think we eliminated one. Let's do that because that should give defense against them, I think. All right, send them up there. They're within range of supporting firing each other, but they're focused firing on something else. And as soon as this unit leaves, they're gonna get flanked. Hey! Yes, servers are down. So I won't be getting any experience for this, and this is a bot game. I usually also play bot games anyways, because I don't play this game enough to be able to do well competitively. Um, and so I just usually just play for fun. But the AI versus bot games still work. You just don't get points for completion like you normally do. Alright, so squad 1 will go here, and they will create a new squad. So there we go. Let's see, let's attack that one. Okay, I have another infantry unit. Let's get a mortar squad. Wow, they're right up on my thing, on my defensive position. I wonder if it's a Willie Pete White Foster. Hopefully they shoot them and kill them while they're in the low. Holy moly, they are firing so much and so fast that they yeah, there we go. That was like their scout unit. So bugger. Okay. I'm surprised I can still see that through the smoke, but okay. Okay. Unlock those. And unlock that. Okay. Where's some order? There's a Shrek. So we'll capture that. Even though that wouldn't make sense because then you wouldn't have any ammunition to shoot out of it. Very rarely would units pick up enemy weapons. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Gosh dang it, that's not what I wanted. That was a misclick. Ah, mensch. It's interesting that now you have to actually unlock those things besides just hiring or ordering the officer of that level. That's obviously how long it's been since I played, because that was in the game the last time I played. So. It's so inconvenient that it's over here. I wish it was over here. There we go. Relax. So we should be able to pinch them between this and them. With this taking the brunt of the damage. Gonna shoot the rifle grenade and then leave. Shoot. Alright, so I have them move in because they actually have anti-tank capabilities. Besides just a anti-tank rocket rifle propelled grenade. Speaking of, I should probably unlock that so that I can get the AT gun. I need to get them the bar that they have anti-personnel capabilities. I forgot that the American units can pop out their units in order to repair them, which makes the rear echelons really questionable as to their effectiveness. Oof. But like I said, I don't play this very often, so nope, we're gonna lose that unit. As it goes and follows it from an impossible. Okay, so I'm going to pop them out and hopefully they don't die, because they usually do. So I got that unlocked. There we go. Alright. Look at them armored skirt. Alright, so. Oh, nice. Effective agency activity. Okay. Oh my gosh. Just that one, it's just dead. Alright, so we're gonna send this, go attack over there. Did I? I did make an AT gun. Move it out over there. Upgraded that. Nah, we don't want that. Where did that come from? Sherman. I'm so confused. What? He said Sherman, right? Why? I got the whats and the whys. Yes. Rocket, rocket. Oh, that would have been great. Where's the major? Major. Nice. We're just gonna have everyone combine arms into this. Yes. Okay. There we go. The thugs are trying to kill us. Come on, kill them before they close. Wait, what are they doing? That was weird. Get some rangers. Maybe it was just my internet being weird, or Steam being weird. I might want grenades. Yeah, we're gonna call it. You need to retreat, bud. Load high explosive. No, we don't want that. Ah, nuts. Be ready with that BAR. There we go. Oop. Dope. Oh my gosh, I almost lost him. Alright, let's move him up to here. I don't like what they're doing. Yeah! No Panzerfaust for you, buddy bow. Just destroy that tree. There we go. Okay. Because the bulldozer will provide a little bit extra armor. I need to get a half jack. Maybe just get to the hospital. Oh, let's not lose him. Nice. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, dang, they did it all by themselves. As it clips through that guy's vehicle. Hello? Hey, what's up? Okay. I'm streaming right now. Yeah, and some people actually commented on it too. Mm-hmm. No, because you weren't calling me when people commented. Right. No, I know. Yeah. No, no one's commented. Nope. Nope, I love you. I'm still playing. I can multitask. I can multitask doing this much better than apparently trying to give a lecture and play this game at the same time. I mean that I... What do you mean what I mean? Not like give a lecture, but like give a little historical talk, and that kind of failed. Because I kept on getting distracted, and then I would be like, wait, what's going on? Because, like, yeah, I love you too. Mm-hmm. Yeet. Taco Bell. Treat yourself. Oof. Yeah, why is it going to be awful? Yummy. Yuck. Well, I was going to say I'm jealous too, because I was like, I want Taco Bell. But should I though? Yeah, that's what I've been eating all week. I mean, I do have some cash left, so like, actually, I might actually have enough cash to do that. Actually, I think I do. No, but that's a good idea. No, it's more my roommate gave me money for internet last month, and I still have some left over. Um, Speaking of, I need to ask him if he's going to give me more. Um, yeah, for this month. Um, because he took a little bit while to pay last month because of some understandable circumstances. Like I wasn't like grumpy at him for it because he was like, hey, I just applied for a credit card and like apparently they need you to put money in, and so like that took all of my monthly money. I was like, okay, as long as you try to pay it to me, and he did. So. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Nice. That that would, but my only thing is, what about um, what what about digital purchases? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay. What do you mean set aside a certain amount? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Right. Yeah, I might do that. Because I already did my one depression TM buy of the month, um, which was Forager. Um, yeah, it is super cute. Unfortunately, on the Switch, this is going to be like the weirdest stream slash video to watch. Um, but unfortunately, on the Switch, they didn't have none of the updates. Scheisse. Getting damaged. Yeah, they said that they're going to come out first quarter of 2020. Um, so soon, yes, but they're so far behind because they're on. Holy nuggets! I'm sorry. They're. I'm like triple tasking. They're on. Oh shit. They're on. They're on like update like 7, and there's like been no updates for the Switch version. Um, and so like a lot of the content and like restructuring of the game has been not been done yet because of that. And so I was watching a YouTuber play a recent update of it, um, and like then I played it and I was like, wait a second, this isn't at all close to this. Like I had like different skills and stuff like that, but it's still a super like fun and like it's mind numbing, but not in like a I'm bored. Does that make sense? It's yeah, it's just it's just so nice and like I honestly I think I slept really well last night because of that. because like my mind was just like so relaxed and like just like numb from like playing that game of doing like repetitive tasks that it was just like okay I can sleep now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting. Mm-hmm. Babe, you are testing my multitasking skills so much right now. And I love you. Yes. Holy nuggets. But yes, I think that's a good idea, at least for the short term. Um, so, I love you. Aw, yes. Do you think we should do a Taco Bell date tonight? I do. I have cash money. It's okay. Like 5 minutes? Mm-hmm. I hope I am done with my game by then. I'm playing Company of Heroes. It's the RTS game. I don't think I play it all that much, but um, I guess I mean hit the save button. Uh, yeah, hit the floppy disk button. Yeah, I love you. It's dinner time. Sweet babe, I love you so much. I'm so glad that you aren't actually like that in real life. The dial-up line. Okay. I'm gonna just recall everyone, and that way they don't die. I love you. Nope. Um, let's see. Wow, I killed that tank with high explosives. Um, mm, okay. Right. Sure. Can I actually hang up? And because if I am able to focus, I can get it done in 5 minutes. This is going to be the stream. If you actually ever watch this video, it's going to be the funniest thing ever because you're going to be hearing half of the conversation that you already had with me. No, you are not. I don't put you on speakerphone. Um, so I love you. Bye. Holy moly. Aw, man, I just started eating lunch too. Exploiting the fact that this tank can't rotate its turret. No! Fire the goddamn thing! What the fork? Um, Alright, so we should have enough firepower with these 6 units to be able to destroy anything that comes in our way while they're repairing. Have them move over there. Uh, okay, so that's good. Alright, we need a focus fire. Just move in. Have them attack that. I don't think they have, yeah. So I think since they died, they lost all of their bazookas, which is unfortunate, because they get that special ability to navigate the M20, they might... Ooh, nice. Okay, good. Forks. Okay. Gonna finish, gonna finish. Gonna have a virtual lunch date with my fiance. That MG guy is just like murdering them. Ugh, it's so dark in my room. Dialing my ass. That's what it sounded like he said. Go. I'll be able to attack any straggler. Move into attack. I think it's this guy. Oh, come on. At T-Vel. No! Damn you, machine gun! Yeah. God, you bastard. And that is it. Boo. For shame. Getting better. Hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm gonna go virtually eat dinner with my fiance. Hope you all enjoyed this, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Maybe next time I'll actually finish my discussion. Until then, good day and good night.